Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky.
What's up, everybody? If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jerry and you're watching Life with Jerry. I'm with the gang, I'm with the squad. What was you thinking? Before we get into the story time, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share. Follow me on all my social medias. Everything is down below in my description box. And without further ado, let's get into this video. If this is your first time seeing my face on your screen, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. This is a brand new channel of mine. If you see my face before and you're wondering like, wait, what is going on? Yes, I made a whole new channel. I'm in my baby's nursery because it's the only decent place I have to film right now. Honestly, truly. But we here and we are about to do another story time, y'all. This story time is honestly crazy. Honestly, truly, I ain't never ever been put in the most ghetto situation than this, okay? And I didn't even know I was getting put in a situation like this whatsoever. Like, this man really played it off very well. Like, he really didn't give me no signs of nothing. But today I'm about to tell y'all the story of how I accidentally was dating a married man. I had no knowledge he was a married man. I don't engage in activities like that. I would never be a side piece. I would never break up somebody's happy home or unhappy home. Like, I would never be the other girl in anybody's story because, baby, I done dealt with some other girls in my stories, and I just don't condone that at all. I don't condone knowingly dating a man who has a female wife, girlfriend, whatever. I don't condone that. I don't take part in those activities whatsoever. Never have, never will. At least not knowingly, okay? Not knowingly. I'm just not that type of female. If that's what you do, that's to each their own. That's you. But I'm not that type of female because I would not want somebody to step into my home because I know what it feels like. So I would never do that to somebody else's home. But anyways, I say all that to say I was put in a predicament to accidentally be in somebody's home. And this is crazy that I went through this. Also, just a heads up, I am missing a nail. I know I'm looking a little ghetto. I was struggling to do this bun and I feel like the nail might be in my bun. I don't know though. So yeah, here we are. It is what it is. The show must go on. We just gotta do what we gotta do. All right, so let's get into the story. I'm gonna try to remember the best I can. This was some years ago. This was back when I used to be on dating apps. I used to be on Tinder. I used to be on BLK. I think that's all I was on. I barely was on Tinder though, because Tinder had like weirdos, and I was always getting catfished on Tinder. Oh my gosh, if y'all want those story times, let me know. But I was always getting catfished on Tinder, so I gave up on Tinder because, like, what is it? Like, do I look like a girl you need to catfish? I'm confused. So I started getting on BLK. Plus, you know, I love my African American men. I love my black men. Even though BLK is not only black men on there, but the app is for black singles. You know what I mean? That's the point of the app. But there's non-black people on there, and that's not an issue. Like, I don't discriminate, but you know what I mean? Yeah, so anyways, I was on BLK and I was just swiping. Like, I always was just swiping. Like, if you was cute, I just swiped, but I never messaged first. Like, I was never somebody who messaged anybody first, just because, like, one, I'm shy. Two, I'm really just kind of on here for fun, kicks and giggles. Like, if something happens off it, it happens off it. But I really was not taking it serious because I never had good experiences with dating apps whatsoever. So I was just bored and just be swiping on there. So I would let people DM me, message me, whatever the case may be. I never really messaged first. I don't think there was ever an instance where I messaged first, honestly, truly. So I was just swiping. And then there was this one particular guy that I swiped with, and he was messaging me. You know what I mean? He was hella cool though, like hella cool. I think we ended up linking, if not the same day we matched, it was like the next day or something like that. He was that cool. It was just one of those like, oh, you hella cool, pull up. Like, my friends are over. I feel comfortable with letting you pull up because I have company over here. Plus, I'm moving out of this place soon. So if you know where I live, it is what it is. Like, I was living life on a reckless wild side, y'all, back in the day. Honestly, truly, I used to let strangers pull up. I used to pull up to a stranger's house. I would never ever partake in those activities again, but I just did not care. Like, I just was living my best life and I did not care whatsoever. I wouldn't recommend it though, because bad things can happen, but luckily I'm still here today and nothing bad for real happened that was detrimental to my life. But I wouldn't recommend living that lifestyle. But yeah, back then I didn't care, so I was letting people pull up. Like, I would always have friends over, so it was just like whatever, like I'm not here by myself. A lot of time I was there by myself, but nobody needed to know that, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really post like that when I was at home alone and things like that, just for the simple fact that in a way a lot of people had my address, but not really, but kind of, you know what I mean? So this particular guy, we was talking, chopping it up on the BLK app, then we ended up moving to text messages. He was just hella cool, like hella cool. I ain't really ever met somebody that cool off the app besides AJ, which that's a whole nother story. But I knew AJ before we matched on BLK, but we ended up reconnecting from BLK. But that's a whole nother story. If y'all want the story on that, let me know. AJ, if you guys don't know, is my boyfriend who I also have my child with. So yeah, if y'all want the backstory on us meeting and stuff like that, let me know. I'll go ahead and give y'all that tea too. But anyways, back to the story. I'm also not gonna really name this guy because I'm only gonna be talking about him really in the story, so I don't really feel like I need to name him, just because like the story is about him. Like, I don't really need to give him a name. There's not really anybody else involved, you know what I mean, except for his wife. But I'm gonna just call her his wife. Like, I have no ill will, no bad intentions towards the girl. Like, I don't really feel the need to name anybody. So anyways, we moved to text and stuff. We was texting and stuff, chopping it up through text, and then we ended up FaceTiming a couple times throughout that same day, and if I'm not mistaken, the next day, because originally he was supposed to pull up the same day, but I think it just didn't work out that way. Like, he lived kind of far, and by the time we did match and got real cool, like it took, like, it started in the morning. By the time we felt comfortable enough to be like, okay, let's link, it was like 5 o'clock, and he would have got to us at like maybe 7, 8 o'clock, and I really wasn't planning on him spending the night, you know what I mean? That was a little much, but yeah, I wasn't really planning for that, so I was just like, you know what, come tomorrow, whatever. So we was just FaceTiming a lot and things like that. It really felt friendly more than anything at that time. Like, when we first started talking and stuff, you could tell like the attraction was there between the both of us, but it wasn't really a lot of flirting and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it was little stuff here and there, but it felt more friendly than like flirty, if that makes sense. So we was just kind of chilling, chopping it up, you know. It was just like kind of like, okay, it's given like you could be my bestie, you know, like you're that cool, like we could end up being real close friends, you know. But it's really hard to be friends with males these days because all of them want to get in your pants. And honestly, he was so cool, I ended up catching feelings my damn self. But anyways, like, let's just clock it. Like, it is what it is. I'm gonna be real transparent, raw, and honest. So anyways, fast forward, he ends up coming over at one point. The first time we link, if I'm not mistaken, my friends were over, so it made linking with him a lot more calm, chill, and like just less nerve-wracking because it wasn't just me and him. So the first time we linked, my friends were over. It was real cool. We was taking shots, stuff like that. Nothing really major that I really need to go in depth or in detail for. But yeah, he was just hella cool. So we ended up keep FaceTiming, keep talking on the phone, all this stuff. You would never know that this man had a woman or anything, even on his social media, because we ended up following each other on Instagram and stuff like that. Even on his social media, it was no indication that he had a female, a woman, a wife, anything. She was not on his page whatsoever. I promise y'all, if I seen a female on his page, I wouldn't have even entertain this man. She was not on his page, nothing. Like, you had no indication. Whenever he made posts and everything, you would think this was a single man. The way he posted, everything like that. You would not think that this man was married. Like, I could see if it was like boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, whatever. But married, no indication whatsoever. So we keep FaceTiming, texting, all that good stuff. Then, you know, one thing leads to another. We start kicking it a lot more. He starts spending nights. We would take shots all the time together. We was like close. Like, I don't know, that relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, it went fast. Like, when I put myself into somebody, I put myself all in. Like, it be quick. Like, I just don't be seeing the point of like, oh, take it slow, this, that, and that. Because the way I see it, if I like you right now, you like me right now, we got these strong feelings, what are we waiting for? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I see it. Life is too short to be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till next year to cuff him, or I'm gonna wait till 3 months from now, or I'm gonna wait. If I like you now, if I'm fucking with you right now, you're fucking with me, the feeling is mutual, we're both ready, then we're gonna do this thing. Like, that's how I see life. Like, I just feel like life is way too short. I've experienced too many people in my life passing away, too many close friends and things like that. I just just feel like life is entirely too short to be wasting it on what ifs and this, that, and third. Like, I just be leaping into stuff, which could be a bad thing, could be a good thing, could be both, I don't know. But I just kind of leap into stuff. I don't really give it too much, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm fucking with you, it's been a while, we vibing, whatever the case may be, and I see something in you and I feel like we could be serious and we can end up at a point where maybe we can be getting married, like it could get serious like that, I'm in. Like, let's try this, let's do it, let's see. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me though. Like, I just feel like life is too short. That's my biggest thing. Life is entirely too short to be like dibbling and dabbling and just playing around, playing with people's emotions. Like, I'm dating to marry, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really here for the fun, for the games. I'm not here for the hee hee ha ha's. Like, I'm getting older. I'm only getting older. Like, at that point I was trying to get into a relationship, eventually build a family, all those things. So I was looking for something serious, and if I felt like I had that with you, I'm in, you know. So we end up really kicking it all the time. It was to the point we're taking the dog out to the park. We're like going on date, like couple shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going out, we're doing things, we're not just in the house. It's not one of those like, oh, I should have known he had a female because he wasn't even trying to be seen in public with me. No, this man did not care about being seen in public with me. You would have thought that we was dating. Like, that's how things was, you know what I mean? That's how things were progressing. Like, I was catching feelings. I'm sure he was catching feelings. Like, it was to the point where I felt like he was gonna tell me he loved me. That's how serious things were getting. Just to put that into perspective, things were getting real. Like, shit was getting real. So we're taking my dog out to the park. We're taking the dog to play with other dogs. He trying to help me train my dog, like all types of stuff. He at my house all the time. We cooking. Like, it's getting real. Like, it's really getting real. Like, it's like, wow, he probably gonna ask me to be his girlfriend real soon. Like like, we're doing the do, like everything, like everything under the sun. But I was also at a point where it was like, I wasn't trying to necessarily jump into a relationship with him, just being that he lived kind of far. I am not a long distance girly. I don't like long distance. It's not for me. I've tried it out and I did not like it one bit. That relationship was not a bad relationship, but I just realized long distance is just not for me. It's just entirely too much, and it takes a strong motherfucker to do long distance, for real. So I was just like, it's not for me. Like, we got to figure things out first before, you know, this gets into like something real serious. Plus, I didn't know like what he might have been doing on his own in his free time. That man was, if I'm not mistaken, he was in the army or the military. I've dated somebody in the military before. He wasn't a bad experience, but at the same time, like, you know, other people, some people in the military, they will have a girlfriend here, a girlfriend there, wife there, wife there. And that right there is what I should have had in the back of my mind. But I wasn't thinking like that with him. Like, he just didn't give off that. He just gave off extremely genuine vibes. Like, he just gave off real genuine, real, like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally saw no red flags in this man whatsoever, which is crazy because I be peeping red flags. Sometimes I just be knowingly delusional, you know what I mean? I be aware but delusional. But this one, no, it was zero red flags whatsoever. Shit was crazy. When everything went down, I was shook because I never saw it coming whatsoever. And sometimes I be thinking like, damn, I seen that coming with this one, but I just didn't care. Like, no, I didn't see this coming whatsoever. So yeah, we was getting real close, doing everything together. Like, you would have thought we was damn near dating. Like, you would have thought we was together for months, maybe even years, honestly, truly. So this one day comes, child, that was just a backstory on the two of us. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Okay, so this one day comes and I'm on Instagram and I get a DM from a female. And I can't remember exactly verbatim what the DM said, but it was something along the lines of like kind of coming to me as a woman, but at the same time not. Like, it was her man she was coming to me about. Like, you know, she was just like, you know, like just trying to like check my temperature, check the pressure, and see if I was messing with him basically, or if I knew him, you know what I mean? And I'm not a liar. I also didn't know like I was supposed to be lying, you know what I mean? I'm not a liar. I'm a girl's girl. Like, I'm gonna, if you ask me a question, if something is going down, I'm gonna tell you. Like, even if it hurts or whatever the case may be, I'm going to be honest and I'm gonna tell you, because if it was me in that position, I would want the same reciprocation, the same energy back. I would not want you to lie to me or let me knowingly be looking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a girl's girl at the end of the day, which is why I would never put myself in a predicament to be the other girl in anybody's life or anybody's story. So when she was asking me these questions and things like that, I was being honest with her. Like, I was telling her the truth. I also wasn't really thinking like, oh, this is his wife. Like, I was thinking maybe this is somebody he's talking to or somebody that has interest in him or whatever the case may be. Maybe a girlfriend. And I'm feeling hella bad. Like, damn, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know he didn't say nothing about you. And you know, the conversation at first was real calm. Like, she was real cool. Like, she wasn't really coming at me no type of way or anything like that. But as I was giving her more information, letting her know more and more and more what's been going on in the situation, how we met, like everything, how it progressed, what we've been doing, that we've been sexually active, everything like that, then she started getting real snappy, like real snappy. And I was like, hold on, because your energy is with the wrong person. I don't owe you no loyalty, but I still am a girl's girl, and I'm gonna give you all the information you're asking for. I don't even know you. I don't know who you are to this man. You could be a random female just testing me. I don't know, but I'm gonna give you all the information because you're asking for a reason. You know this man from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not coming at you no way, nothing like that. I'm not giving you no attitude. I'm cooperating. You would think I was getting interrogated by the police, but I was cooperating with sis. And sis started getting real snappy, real like just real catty and real disgusting. So I gave her the same energy back and I blocked her because, like, girl, we're not about to do this. I don't even know you. I didn't even know about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was giving you all the information. I was being a real one, like, honestly, truly. So for you to switch it and start tripping out on me, and then she start flipping it out of nowhere, like, no, you knew about me, you just didn't care, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what this man is telling you behind the scenes, but baby girl, you're bugging. Like, we met on the app. I knew nothing about you. You better check your man because he's on a dating app. Y'all are married, but he's out here looking for prospects. So you need to check your man, not me. Like, I'll give you all the information. I'm screenshotting his dating profile. He tried to delete, like, block me off of it or something, but I got a screenshot of it before because back then I used to always send Michaela my prospects, like, and vice versa. Like, we would always send each other who we're matching with and things like that. So I had screenshots of his profile before he even blocked me. Like, I didn't need to go back and look, but I couldn't go back and get the messages. But some of them I did have screenshots of because, again, me and Michaela used to always send stuff back and forth. Like, come on now. So I was sending her all the proof, all type of stuff. And this girl started getting catty with me, like, girl, you, baby girl, you chose the wrong one. Because one thing about it, I'm not disrespecting you. Don't disrespect me because I'm not that girl. I'm not that one, okay? I don't take lightly to disrespect, okay? Because I'm not disrespecting you. So I just blocked the girl. I said what I had to say. I checked that. I nipped that in the butt and I blocked her before she can even say anything back. Because, baby, I'm not doing this with you whatsoever. You got your information. Let it be. So then I end up seeing that I'm blocked by him. Well, he started sending me paragraphs and all types of stuff and then blocked me, like, real sassy, just real fucking sassy. You're sassy as fuck. So he ends up blocking me on Instagram and blocking my spam. He blocked my main page and my spam page on both of his Instagrams. Mind you, I had to let sis know, like, girl, he got a spam page too. Bet you didn't know about that. So then I had another page. So I get on Instagram and I see that he posting her and he like, I'm so sorry, I love you, da da da. Just embarrassing, very embarrassing, honestly, truly. Like, I felt so bad for sis because what? He like, I love you so much, I'm hoping we can get through this, da 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 da. And this, that, and the third. Then he texted me, blowing me up, FaceTiming me, going off like, why would you tell her all this? Da, 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 da. This never happened. All this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, are you shitting me right now? Like, I have videos of us in the house, cuddled up, you with no clothes on, us at the park. Like, I have all the proof. Like, you're lucky I didn't go that deep and send her all of that. Like, I was still not necessarily protecting you, but in a way sparing you from whatever the fuck was to come from your wife. You know what I mean? Because she hopped in my DMs like, this is his wife. I said, wife? Oh, wife? Baby, the things we was doing, I would have never thought. I would have never thought. So I was just like, wife is crazy. Like, that's insane. That's honestly crazy. But yeah, he's like going off. He's like, you're a liar, you're delusional, all this other stuff. And I'm like, bro, I have security cameras in my house. I even have footage of you in my house off my security cameras. Like, do you need me to unblock sis and send her all the other proof? Like, you know what I mean? He like, it's whatever, because luckily she don't believe you. We about to work on our marriage, all this other stuff. And I'm just like, okay, good for y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, like, yeah, I was catching feelings, but not that much. Like, you can go. Baby, I'm not ugly, I'm not down bad, I'm not broke, I'm not going outside, I don't care. Like, it's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm not worried about one. Like, you're bugging. And at the end of the day, my feelings aren't hurt because God honestly saved me from a man like you. Because if we would have got somewhere and this is what you did to your wife, I can only imagine what you would have did to me. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing in disguise. I was saved, honestly, truly. But yeah, he was just saying hella shit to me, just hella sassy, just sassy, sassy, sassy. So I ended up eating him the fuck up in the messages. I ate him the fuck up, told him about himself, ate him up. Honestly, truly, like, really told him about himself, chewed him out, and then I blocked him through text and stuff. And then I saw that he unblocked me on Instagram and was trying to like still message me and stuff. I was just ignoring it. Then I saw a couple days later he posted a picture with her and was like, I appreciate you, I love you, we're gonna get through this, thank you for forgiving me, and all this stuff. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like, I wouldn't even want a man like this, because why are you putting our business on social media when social media didn't even know nothing that was going on? And he was just like, you know, I'm sorry to your family, I know they love me, all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're a narcissist, bro. Like, you knew you had this wife for however many years. Like, they was married apparently for years, and it's like, you knew you had this wife for all these years. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first woman you was doing this with, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? And all this other stuff. And it was just like, bro, you're wild. Like, to sit here and play like you're the victim in this situation is insane to me, because you're not the victim. You're a narcissist. You knew what you were doing. You knew you had a wife. You knew who you laid down with. You knew whatever y'all was doing was probably long distance. You're stationed out here and you needed some poom poom, and you needed some company, and you needed to bridge that gap that you couldn't bridge because your wife was not out here. But you chose to go about it a real slimy and dirty way, honestly, truly, because I just feel like you could have been honest and let me make my decision if I want to fuck with you or not, honestly, truly. I mean, I wouldn't have, but you put yourself in that predicament, and then you put me in a predicament as well, because now it's just like, we was doing these things. I don't know who else you're doing these things with. I don't know what else you're doing in your personal time, even though you're spending a lot of your time with me. If you have a wife and you have time and you're able to do what you're doing with me, because when I tell you we were talking all the time, you would have never thought he even had time for another relationship. So it's like, if you're doing these things with me, I can only imagine what else you're doing. And now I feel like I gotta go get checked and make sure I'm good, because you just put my health at risk and put me at risk in a way. Because what? Like, you're probably doing way more worse things. And if I never thought you was doing anything with other people, I could only imagine. Because like, when did you find time to even talk to her? Like, how was that relationship? You know what I mean? None of my business, but it made me wonder, like, what? But yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit blew up, went crazy. It was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, I really don't care. Like, since I'm not about to go back and forth with you, you're not gonna disrespect me though. But these hands work, and I just don't feel like it needs to get to that point. So I'm gonna say what I have to say, and I'm gonna block you and move on about my life. And for you, sir, I'm gonna eat you up in these messages, because you're playing victim and you're not the victim. I am technically the victim here, and your wife is the victim here. But hey, I'm gonna eat you up and I'm gonna block you, and you can go about your life. So yeah, that's what happened. He's still blocked on my Instagrams. Honestly, truly, he unblocked me, but I reblocked him. So he's still blocked on all my stuff. Haven't heard from him since. I know he made a fake page trying to reach out to me shortly after, but I just ignored it. Like, it is what it is. I'm over it. You're past and gone. Like, I'm on to the next, moving on with my life, trying to find somebody else. Like, it is what it is. I'm not ugly, so like, my time will come. You know what I mean? And I appreciate God for like unveiling all of this. Like, this was a crazy situation to be in, but I'm grateful that I found out all this. But yeah, that is how I ended up finding out I was dating a married man. I didn't even know the man was married. Like, that shit was crazy, honestly, truly. Like, I was shook. Like, what? That shit was crazy. I wish I had all the like all the messages and stuff in this phone, but this is a new phone, and I doubt that I have any messages on Instagram, because he was unsending a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I think she was in his phone or whatever, so he was unsending a whole lot of stuff. So I don't have none of the like tea or nothing, but that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more story times, let me know. I got some real juicy ones. I got crazy college story times. I got crazy dating app story times, especially Tinder. I have a lot of stuff. I done been through the ringer. So if y'all want story times, more story times, let me know. If you made it to this point and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? Join the Littest Gang Family Squad on the tube. hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on all notifications so you get notified every time I post a new video. And that is the end of this video. I love you so much, Jerry Gang. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Let me leave on a quick positive note. Beat your face, not people. Bye.
Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual